I am confident that there's janitorial staff here at the Starbucks, but I just wanted to bring this out. I wish there was more of a permeable surface on the ground because with it raining outside, there's a likelihood for puddles, and I almost tripped on my way to the register. So, if anyone knows more about permeable surfaces, that would be helpful. I wasn't going to vlog today for this for another day on my staycation and everything. I really started with my staycation back on Friday, I believe, but I said all that to say that because of the rain that's happening, that happened yesterday, today, and looks like tomorrow as well. I initially I was just gonna try to stay in the house and everything, but honestly, if you're like me, I get crazy when I'm just cooped up in my room and everything. Like, honestly, I give everyone who had an apartment props for surviving COVID. But I said all that to say that I'm adjusting my schedule a little bit because I was gonna try to find a clear day to walk the Bayonne Bridge because I don't like to just stay up in the house on my vacations and everything. And my next I was gonna walk the Bayonne Bridge, probably go to the auto show and everything, but now I'm kind of drifting away from the auto show because initially I wanted to go with some friends and it just looked a little bit crazy. And then Friday I was gonna go to Long Beach. I still plan to go to Long Beach for this Friday, but I said all that to say that today I'm going to Brooklyn because I want to drive a Tesla. Okay, now that is the car that I've been curious to go inside of for a long time, and a Tesla is not my first choice for a car personally. Honestly, if I had a choice, I would much rather if I was to have a Tesla, I would much rather the Tesla Model 3. So I want to test both that out and the Model X out. But my goal is to go to Brooklyn. And basically just see if I could drive the car. Initially, I was thinking about taking the express bus because it will get me there sooner. But honestly, the 79 SBS is not bad speed-wise and everything. In fact, it has the bus stop spacing that I want for all the routes on Staten Island. So right now I'm on Nova 8679, I believe, and should be at Brooklyn in a matter of time because we go down Highland Boulevard fast. Okay, so I got off the bus and gonna take the R train to the F or G, and then I'll be able to I missed the elevator. Okay, let me go down the stairs then. So I tried to schedule myself for work for next week, and basically I was only able to get something for Tuesday. I'll be honest, when you work for VIA, booking for Wednesday is the most annoying day. I'm gonna be frank. So hopefully something changes later down the line, but right now I have nothing. So hopefully something will be able to surface. But next week I'm working from 6 to 1 on Tuesday, and hopefully I could get something else and everything. But in the meantime, today's the day that Imagination at Sea is available on Amazon Kindle, and you can read it with your kids. So download that, so you can be able to buy that. So my train's here, an R160. I only guessed that it was an Alstom variation of an R160, and turns out I was right. So, okay, just gonna go a few stops and then I'll transfer to the F or G, which is 3 stops, and then I'm at the dealer. Just got off the R train. Now I'm waiting for either the F or G to come. Personally, I'm waiting for the G train because it's been almost 20 years since I last took it. The last time I took it was the day that I went with Dad to work, and he was operating a train out to Montauk. Literally the only time I've ever went to Montauk in my life. But said all that to say that just waiting for the train. Okay, after a 10 to 15 minute walk, I was able to finally make it to the Tesla dealership, which I'm happy about, only because of the fact that it seemed like it's open. I love that right in front is the new Model 3, which I frankly don't like. I think the more previous Model 3 looks a little bit better to me, but it might grow on me over time. Like, Dad mentions that he doesn't like the new Ford Edge, but he's actually considering getting the 2022 model and everything. Oh yeah, and there's a new Flyer C40LF right here. And basically, just gonna go inside, see if there's available driving slots. I can't speak. And then, just see where it goes from there. You'll see how it goes by the next hard cut. Here's the new Model 3 again. Like, okay. My only drawback with the new curvular design is the fact that basically, I'm trying to speak as much as I can so I can avoid copyright strikes with the song in the background, but basically, my drawback is the fact that, I don't know, like, I just wish it had maintained that more benevolent look. I don't know, like aggressive styles, it just looks a little too scary to me. I didn't think this Model 3 would be unlocked right now, but someone's in it right now, so I'm still waiting to see if I could test drive the car. And okay, to have this futuristic aesthetic, okay, but like to not have someone come to the front right now is a little unprofessional to me. But like once the time comes, like I'm personally gonna like use the whoopee cushion app. Let's see if it's open. Oh my god, it is. Okay, so going inside and checking everything out. Okay, had to turn down the music just to avoid copyright strikes. So I'm finally in the new Model 3. One thing I wanted to see is basically I'm just trying to see if I could get to the whoopee cushion app. But, it just may take a while to just get there. Okay. Front steering, rear, Spotify. I'm happy we don't have these at work right now. There's some in my company that do have Teslas, but let me just see. I found the whoopee cushion. Okay. What's so funny is I have an appointment right here. Okay, fart on demand. Let's see fart on turn signal. Sorry. They're having an appointment. Let me hold on. Okay, they finished. This is literally why I wanted to be inside of a Tesla. Just to have the whoopee cushion go up. That was not so funny. I think the best one is the ludicrous fart. Another thing I don't like about newer Teslas is the fact that to use the turn signal and everything, it's a button now. I don't like that. Also, where's the hazard lights on this thing? Like, if it's in the touchscreen, that's not necessarily the best, but yeah, another thing, like, they're going like fully touchscreen and everything, and also to open the door, it's a button. Okay, so I could say that I've finally been inside of a Tesla, specifically the newest Tesla they have, and I finally got to use the whoopee cushion app, which is really what I cared about. I just finished test driving this 2024 Tesla Model 3, and I ain't gonna lie, it was very interesting to drive. Like, I'm not saying it was bad. Like, there's a few things you got to get used to. Like, there's normally a thing underneath the steering wheel to be able to adjust it. With this, you got to go to the touch screen and then adjust the wheel. Same thing with the mirrors and everything. Another thing is pressing buttons to go left or right. I'm trying to find where the hazard lights are and everything. Like, that's kind of a drawback for me. Like, if you're making this an all touchscreen car, you got to make it easier to find the hazard lights, especially for one that may be oblivious. Like, this is definitely more of a personalized vehicle, I would say, than more of a fleet vehicle. I'm not saying it's bad, but personally, like, if you're going to like have this available to everyone, then just make sure it's a little bit easier to control. Now, I'm trying to find where to put, oh yeah, for steering mode. Initially, the steering was a little bit tough, but like when you go in comfort mode, then it's easier to, it's easier to be able to adjust it. See, charging, autopilot, traffic aware cruise control, speed limit, current speed, offset percentage, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, I can't find the hazards. I can't find the hazard lights and everything. And like, next I'm gonna try the Tesla Model S, not Model S, the Model X, and see how that goes and everything. And because that's actually that's a car that I think I want via Jersey City to be able to try out just a little bit, just to see what it's like and everything. Hear some feedback from the driver partners as well as passengers and everything, and see what they think. But for now, let me get out and head to the Model X. So, an update, I'm back inside and they showed me where the hazard lights are. Like, it's right up here by the lights. Now, I personally don't like that and everything, but it's almost like opening the doors to a, to the Chryslers at work. Okay, so the Model 3 is parked. Right now he's getting the Model X, and I should be driving that soon, because again, that's something I want my company to try out. Okay, so now I'm in the Model X, and yeah, from the guy told me it's the same as driving the Model 3. So let's see, steering wheel, move that up. Okay, folding mirrors. Ooh, that'll come in handy. Okay, move that to the left. Oh, wait. Okay, finally to the right. Okay. I love how I'm just spending my vacation just driving a car. And also, for the side mirrors, win over the Chryslers, in my opinion, at work. Open on one side, and then open on the other side. Now, I still want my company to try it out, but I know there'll be some passengers that would just grow impatient. But let me test drive, see how she works. I just finished driving that Model X, and let me tell you, if Via doesn't want to drive it, I do. That was the best car I've ever driven, like, hands down. Oh, like, I was just expecting, just a simple little car that could be able to drive a good amount and everything. Best car I've ever driven, even better than my truck. And I love my truck. You know how I love my truck personally, but oh my God, like, the power steering was nice and everything. To open the Falcon wings from the front, it's a little simple. I love that along with the touchscreen there is an option outside of the touchscreen. Like let's say there's like a fail safe, like there's a touchscreen system to go to reverse, neutral, or drive, and you know that was brilliant. My favorite feature in the Teslas thus far, probably along with the whoopee cushion, probably has to be the when you're at a red light and sometimes it turns green, but you could be distracted for whatever reason. The Tesla lets you know, both in the 3 and the X that I've driven. Like, I cannot believe how amazing they drive and stuff. Like, the Tesla, the Model X in particular, that was the best car I've ever driven. Like, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Like, I'm personally impressed. Like, Tesla blew my expectations out of the water. Altogether, excellent job. The team was able to do a good job and everything, and I'm just happy with how things were able to go. Now, personally, I wish via Jersey City had the circumstance to be able to use the Model X. I know there are a few drawbacks though, like the most expensive thing we have in the fleet, which is the Chrysler Hybrid. That's around 50 grand, and I know the Model X, like I just drove $100,000 car, and basically I know that in particular would be a little bit too much for my company and everything. And not saying my company itself can handle it. It's basically, I'm sorry to say this, some of y'all passengers in Jersey City, y'all mess up our vans. and sometimes the people that drive in Jersey City are not the best. But then again, there's bad drivers everywhere and everything. But like the best thing I've ever driven, hands down the best. Like, okay, so that's it. Let me go home back to Staten Island, and then I'm just gonna get some dinner. Like, I don't know from where. There's a part of me that was thinking about stopping at McDonald's, seeing one sign and everything, but just gonna head to the train station and then make my way home from here. See y'all later.